got some queens in the house. Yes, we do.
Y'all are
the
so
queen. Come on in. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Come on in. Yes. Come join us. We see you and you and you and you. Come on in. Let us know who you are, where you're from. Say hello to us tonight. Hello everyone.
hello.
Welcome. Come out wherever you are. You should be home because it's cold as outside.
It is the tundra.
Ooh. Oh no, can y'all hear this one tonight? This one's kind of low.
I can hear it.
Can you hear it? Okay. Got our little chill music on. Come on in. Welcome to Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. Yes. We are just about to get started.
It's got some underlying sounds to this.
I know. Is somebody breathing on this?
I mean,
What the heck was
listen, am I hearing what I think I'm hearing?
I thought I was.
I heard breathing.
I know, that's what I'm like.
I was waiting for skin and slapping sounds. I was like, are you sure you playing a soundtrack?
Hey!
Share your screen.
Talk about some chill. This ain't no chill.
That was a movie.
Took a bow wow.
All right, waka
Hey, Lorenzo. Now, Lorenzo, we got wine tonight, so don't mind us.
Ooh.
You just missing the black couch, girl.
The rewind the same scene over and over and over again.
Hey, that was that one good move.
Talking about looping, okay?
Hey, Lorenzo, I see you.
Right. No, it's well, for me it's ginger beer.
Right now
Ginger
it's
beer?
lemonade, but I just called for a bottle of wine.
Wine, cherry Moscato.
This is the only menage a trois I'm having tonight.
Oh,
This right here.
Oh.
In the glass. In a glass.
okay.
I need a menage a trois.
They figured out how to bottle it up, huh?
Yeah, any way that you can have one, have one.
I'll take it any way I can get it.
Right. I'll drink to that. Okay.
I will take it anyway I can get it. You're right.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Come on in. Welcome. We had some heavy breathing going on here, and this.
You started it.
You right, you played it.
Who knew? Just the one I picked. They didn't say nothing about. It didn't say anything about that. It just said chill. All it says.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Oh my! It's all because she's here. It's all because Kat's here too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Brought the energy, Cat.
It's all your fault, but
We ain't never had that happen.
You know I am always playful.
Mm-mm.
But while you at it, King Noir actually has a song called Sex Tape. And you can pull that up on Spotify, King Noir Sex Tape, and it will have the sound set to music and all the smacking, all the gushing, all that is on Spotify, honey.
Why do I
know that?
I'm gonna go find it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Right. I wasn't thinking, why does she know that? I'm just thinking,
Wow.
okay, yeah, no.
It's called Sex Tape by King Noir. And if you think he about to sing about a sex tape, like, no, it's literally like soundtracks from sex tape. Yes.
Ooh.
I love them so
Oh
much.
my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
All you had to do was say his name, and it just was like, ooh.
Honey.
Flashback.
It wasn't me.
Oh, no. It was him.
It's always him.
Woo.
I was just looking.
It was so much fun. They are. I'm prayerful that they will be joining us in October. I am prayerful.
Oh, word.
That they
y'all can see my toes. My toes are crossed right now too.
So it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Yes, it is. So want to welcome everyone to welcome to another marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess, Ms. Juicy, and of course, I could not do this show without my beautiful melanated queens up in the house tonight. Oh my gosh, look at my beautiful women. So we have over here, I'm gonna be pointing like this. Over here, we have Ms. Jasmine Purple Rain, all the way in
everybody.
Down diagonal, we have Ms. Danny's Windows out in LA, rubbing it in about the temperature. And and right below us, we have our very special guest with us tonight to end out the year, Miss Cat of Meow University in Chicago.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello, ladies. Hello.
Hello.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Just chat. Just chat. Well, first of all, happy belated Merry Christmas and happy Kwanzaa starting today. So, did everyone have a great holiday yesterday? We'll start with Jasmine. Jasmine, how did your holiday go?
It was a day.
Spoken like a woman that has children.
It was a day.
It was a day. Miss Danny's Windows.
Well, I second that emotion.
Spoken like a person that has children. Okay.
It's got nothing to do with the kids. It's just, yeah. Yesterday was Sunday.
And our special guest, Miss Cat. How was your Christmas?
I would say it was a good day. I mean, and I have 3 boys. So the day ended with trying to get a family photo shoot that turned into like a wrestling match. So that was fun because I had the one kid that was like, I don't want to get in the picture, and it was like, what do you mean you can't not fucking get in the picture? You got to be in the picture. So yeah, that was my day.
I'm sorry, that right there. I do photography, so that just idea of that. I'm sorry.
Right? How you just not gonna get in the picture? So wherever he was in the room, we just joined him, and that's when the wrestling ensued, and that was just the picture. if your leg in the air for this family photo, then that's where your leg at. But you in the picture.
You got some good Photoshop skills. real. Like, come on, Photoshop. Give him a good family picture, please. Give him a great one.
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
leave that leg right there.
That part.
He should have stood up straight. And when then that's the picture we're gonna blow up when he gets to go out on senior prom, and that's the picture.
Your first girlfriend comes to the house. That's the
Right,
picture.
that's the big one. That's the one that's gonna be front and center. Look what you're
Right,
dealing with.
right.
To the Photoshop guys. That was my dance for them.
Exactly.
Well,
We'll
I
leave
had a
him in the headlock.
wonderful day yesterday. I got to spend it with my godson, and I cooked, and I drove. It was cold and crazy, but it's a great day. I'm still recuperating from it, so it was a long day, but had a good day. Had a good day yesterday, so cannot complain. Got some pictures and some phone calls and a few text messages. I was pretty much incognito yesterday. I just I just chilled. So I kind of got back to people today, and that was it. It was a nice day. It was nice. The weather here in Cleveland though sucks, and around the country. I do want to send out shouts and prayers to my family in Buffalo, New York, and to everyone that's been affected by this storm. We had 4 deaths here on the Ohio Turnpike.
Oh my god.
Car pileup. Guys, look, when it comes to weather like this, if you don't know how to drive in it, don't. I'm a seasoned driver, and I sat my ass right at home. I did 5 rides on Friday, and I knew it was too dangerous. So it's not worth it, because some people didn't make it to grandmama's house for the holidays. Cars were wrecked, whole 9 yards. You guys just be careful, because these storms are popping up, and it was the trifecta here. And I think it just kind of went across the country pretty much. And it was, we had 44 degrees, and it dropped like dramatically to freezing rain. We had whiteout conditions. We didn't really, honestly, in Cleveland, we did not get a lot of snow, but we had a lot of whiteout conditions. And as you go up the lake, you get more. So just be smart, because winter's just getting started. It's going to be a long winter. So please be careful out there. If you can't drive in it, don't. And that includes my Uber drivers and my Lyft drivers and anybody that's out there, tractor trailers and stuff like that. It's not worth it. It's not worth taking that chance. I know I was taking people to work.
Wow.
I was taking people to work, and I'm like, didn't they just tell us to stay in? So, don't be chasing that almighty dollar. I know I gave up. I was like, I'm done. My life, I've been in this situation. I've had a car cross over the median on black ice and hit me head on. You ain't got to worry about me repeating. That's 30-day stay in the hospital. No.
Oh my god.
No. Almost lost my whole leg. No, we good. Psh. Don't do it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Hello, Antonio. Hi, how are you? Welcome. So before we get started, the one thing that, we always start the show off with, of course.
Sorry.
we gotta do some football real quick.
We had a good football weekend.
I didn't. Anyway. Look at me grumbling.
Hi, honey. Hi, Jay.
All right, guys, here we go. So for Thursday, December 22nd, we had the Jaguars versus the Jets. Jaguars handed that Jets that big L. It was 19-3. The Saints and the Browns, well, the Browns got knocked out of contention. They lost to the Saints here in Cleveland in what we want to call the Icebox Bowl. It was ridiculously cold. 17-10 for the Saints for that win. It was the Bengals and the Patriots, and the Bengals spanked that Patriot ass. Yes, 22-18. It was the Bills and the Bears, and it looks like the Bills handed the Bears another loss. The Bills won 35-13. It was the Giants and the Vikings, and it looks like the Vikings beat them Giants 27-24. The Vikings
Yeah.
are 12-3. Look out, look out. Then we got the Panthers and the Lions, and it looks like the Panthers won 37-23 over the Lions.
Mm.
Got the Chiefs and the Seahawks, and the Chiefs beat the Seahawks 24-10 to make the Chiefs 12-3. We have the Falcons and the Ravens, and the Ravens beat the Falcons 17-9. Then we have the Titans and the Texans, and the Texans won, bringing their record to 2-12 over the Titans 19-14. The Commanders and the 49ers, looks like the 49ers handed the Commanders a nice little loss there, 37-20. Cowboys and the Eagles, looks like it was like a big old offensive day for these two teams. But the Cowboys look like they beat those Eagles 40-34. Your Steelers and Raiders, Steelers beat the Raiders 13-10. And definitely got to send out condolences. Even though everybody knows never be a Steelers fan, but some of the Steeler players were great. One of the Steeler alumni and Hall of Famers passed away at 72 years old this past week, Mr. Franco Harris. May he rest in peace, and sending condolences to his family. The Packers and the Dolphins. Looks like the Packers beat the Dolphins 26-20. The Rams and the Broncos. Wow, the Rams really found some scoring. Beat the Broncos 51-14. Damn. The Buccaneers and the Cardinals. Looks like it's the Bucs over the Cards 19-16. And going on now, live in the second quarter, it is the Chargers 7 and the Colts 0 right now, but the Colts have the ball. So there are your NFL scores for the week.
Let's see how we pull this out here, Jasmine.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go. Colts. Come on, Colts. Because we love football. We about to get into the good stuff, though. Why?
Because he said, why do we sound like sportscasters?
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Right.
Hi, Jay. How you doing?
You got to know that.
Yeah,
those announcements felt real official, though.
Thank you.
They did.
Always.
I'm trying to get better at it. You never know. I might get picked up. Somebody. I don't. Anyway.
You better. I'm
going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing it, okay? It's a lot. But we just like to have some fun. We are all football girls right here. So that's why you get the scores every Monday night, because we are not watching football.
Exactly.
I'm here with you.
I would be watching some football. That's what I would be doing. So anyway, we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful co-host in the house tonight, and a special guest, and a good friend, and a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman that is definitely on the erotic side of the house. And out of Chicago, Illinois, we have Miss Katina Leaks of Meow University joining us tonight to talk a little bit about what she does, and we're just gonna get into some off the chain topics and talk about anything that has to do with sex and all the crazy stuff that we all go through. So we're gonna ask her some questions, of course, about her business, but we want everyone to know more about Meow University. So with that said, I'm gonna turn the floor over to our lovely special guest tonight, Miss Cat. Go ahead. Meow.
Cat.
Well, I guess I'll give you my standard introduction that I do before most classes and events. My name is Cat Leaks of the Meow University. I've been doing this for 11 years. My business got started. I was a wife, a mother of 2 children at the time. As you can tell, my classes helped me get that third one.
Okay.
I was really just looking for a safe space to ask questions, because at the time I was just kind of like, wow, I'm married, I have these kids, and what do you do when you want to try something new? Um, because that one move he used to get you, you know, to say yes. What worked
No.
in your 20s may not necessarily be what works for you in your 30s, and what works for you in your 30s definitely might not work for you in your 40s. So where do you go to get that answer? So is it porn?
No.
It's entertaining, but you can hurt yourself. Um, hey, I'm
Not
being honest.
recommend. 0
I
out of
like
10.
her.
Better
What we
stretch
always
You
first.
can watch
Stretch
porn, but
first.
you could
it's
get hurt.
entertainment only.
They're not definitely not talking about this at church. Our
Mm-mm.
toy stores in our neighborhoods, if you have them, the windows are almost blacked out to where you can't even tell that it's a toy store there. It may not be any classes, but in other neighborhoods, I'm just gonna show this side of my hand. You can find these type of classes and people that you can ask questions to, like McDonald's. So I saw that there was an issue, and a lot of times in life, when you see an issue like that, and you're like, well, who is supposed to take care of that? It was me. It was me. How did I discover it was me? It was not an easy issue. Um, I was curious one day, how on earth do you get started in this? I was curious one day as to what people's curiosity level was with sex, because people kept asking me questions for some reason, and I don't know what made them feel I was qualified to answer those questions. So I'm gonna tell you what the mix up was. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
I
Go
was
ahead.
selling children's educational toys at the time. I'm gonna repeat that. I was selling children's educational toys at the time because I had very small children. They didn't have any developmental issues, but I was just really into, children's educational toys. And so I would walk up to other mothers and say, "Hi, I'm Katina. I have toys." And they're like, "Oh, I was looking for that Jackrabbit 5,000, because my
Yes.
other one burned out." And I was like, ma'am, I am referring to
Children's toys.
children's educational toys. This kept happening to me, y'all. I don't know what was it about me that made people feel so comfortable to discuss their lives and all of their issues and things like that. And I had no judgment. And some of them, maybe I just pulled up some popcorn and I was listening. Um, but then I had a toy party. I know this sounds crazy, right? I had a toy party. My husband at the time, you hear me say at the time, um, he was in a barbershop and it was a toy store. The Cat's Meow. I can't make this stuff up. So there was a toy store called the Cat's Meow. I know you laughing. I'm telling you, I'm being I'm for real. It was a toy store. I called the owners to come and do a presentation. Okay. They came to the barbershop, they did a presentation, and it was very educational. Now, I've been to toy parties before. Now, this was before I knew you, Miss Juicy. Okay. Toy parties before would be, hi, here's the Jackrabbit 5,000. It does so many wonderful things. I don't know about anybody else, but all the people sitting next to me were going, "Oh yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl, you should know about that Jackrabbit." And I was like, I don't know nothing about the Jackrabbit. So all I would find out about the Jackrabbit is that it turned on, it turned, it twisted, it thrusted, it jiggled, it wiggled, and then I passed it to the next person. I had no clue what the fuck to do with this Jackrabbit 2000. Nobody explained it. Everybody just kept going, girl, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Okay.
Love her. Oh my God.
So we had, this toy party, and these toy store owners from the Cat's Meow, I'm not even joking, they told us what to do with these toys, where to put these toys, why you want to put the toys there. And at that point, it turned a light bulb on for me, like, I think I might want to try that, maybe. I don't know. My spouse is here, and he was a very meat and potatoes type of guy, and he felt like toys were, if the guy wasn't doing his job. And I didn't think that was true. I didn't know, but I didn't know. I didn't have a defense for it. I was just like, okay, you don't want to use toys, okay. But after that night, we picked some toys because it was very well explained why to use the toys, right? So at the end of this party, the ladies literally said, hey, we kind of like the vibe you had here. We'd love for you to come and host toy parties at our store. And you know what? At that moment, I said, you know what? I'm not really interested in toy parties. I'm more interested in classes because people should know these things, because I felt clueless. So literally, as I was saying that, somebody walked up to me and said, hey, you need to call this lady Angel. She teach you how to suck D. Look, I don't know how censored we are, because I know you're on like
We're
major
not.
social media platforms. I can talk how I want to. Oh, okay, great.
It's strong folk, honey. It's strong folk.
Listen. So she said she could teach you how to suck dick. I didn't think that you needed a class to learn how to suck dick. So I was like, really? Learn how to suck? I was like, you need a class for that? Okay. I mean, I did it. At the time, we didn't talk about it. It was okay. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. And so I talked to the ladies at the store. I called Angel, and I was sold on this class in less than 5 minutes. You want to know what she said to me? She said, Kat, I can teach you how to suck dick and your jaw doesn't hurt. So
I need this class. I need that class.
We had her at EEE. We can definitely have her again.
Oh, Auntie Angel.
There you go.
But this was prior. This was 2011. This was before her video went viral. Nobody knew anything about it. Like, when I literally brought this topic to people, they were like, girl, I don't need no damn class to learn how to suck no dick. I don't need no class for that. Yeah, okay. Listen, because bitch was struggling, okay? I was struggling. I did not like it like I thought I did. I did not know. I didn't like sucking dick like I thought I did. I love it now. I love it. Okay. I can admit that. Okay. Bitch, listen, it set up a whole new scenario, because we went through that class. This was my very first class, okay? So we went through that class, and I want to say that I, along with 10 other ladies, we were in there and we were absolutely traumatized. If you have never seen Angel perform in person, it is traumatizing if you are not used to that, okay? Because first of all, she has this like dildo about this big, okay? Listen, and she shoved that thing down the back of her head, and I was sitting there like, straight up.
Why have I never seen this?
You've never seen Auntie Angel?
You've never seen. Okay, so you have heard of the grapefruit technique, right?
Yes.
That's her.
Okay, but I've never seen her chug to the back. I need to see
Honey, please.
Oh, my girl will swig that, make that shit do a tornado and then
swirl all the way down. I'm still trying to get that. I'm trying to learn how to do that part.
The twirl, the tornado that I don't need.
I need her class.
We had men literally bowing down to her.
Honey, she had women bowing down. I was bowing down.
Right.
Book her. She is worth
tricks. Okay.
J girl. Yes, girl. You girl.
Angel is worth every single fucking penny. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the founder of the Meow University. I'm telling you, we were all traumatized in that room because I have first of all,
Look up
like
grapefruit lady.
in all the porn and stuff I have watched, I ain't seen nobody generate that much fucking spit. Okay.
The doors of church are open.
Look, my throat
It's
getting dry just thinking
like
about it. Like, oh Lord.
she is like Niagara Falls. Okay,
Yes.
this woman is like Niagara Falls. I mean, it just. I'm like, what the? I'm telling you, I moved to the front. I moved to the front of the room. I'm like, and I know what the hell I'm doing.
And she
I
tell you to
thought,
stand back.
I
She
thought,
don't tell you to stand back because it might get a little.
yeah,
We
and
I have
she
learned
had to put down towels.
tarp. No. We put down a tarp. We put down a tarp. A
Towels.
tarp for her. When class comes for Angel, we put down a tarp. Matter of fact, when I host class for her now, we put in a disclosure. If you are squeamish of fluid, do not sit in the front. Do not sit in the front. But that was my first class, y'all. I was really just like outdone. But what I learned from that first class was that I was not the only one out here struggling. There were other women out here that wanted to know questions. They also wanted to I don't know. I think I'm discovering myself as well. Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a voyeur. And
Me too. Me too. Me too.
I am a voyeur. So I can admit that now. And so my classes are kind of designed around that, plus the fact that other women are curious. And so, like, over the years, I've discovered like so many other issues, kind of tied into this. Like, we started doing classes that reached out to young adults, because I was like, damn, was anybody else grow up and your mama didn't really talk to you about sex? Okay, yeah. So we all got kids, and some of us have grandkids at this point. What vocabulary have we developed to talk to them about sex?
See that right there. I
Ma'am?
love that because that's me. That's me all day. I have an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, and I keep it as real with them as humanly possible.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And so some people are still not comfortable with those conversations. And so, just like looking at the ripple effect.
More than some.
Right, right.
Mm.
So just in my, immediate circle, my little small world here in Chicago, just discovering like, wow, a lot of people were not talked to about sex. What were the issues that kind of was the ripple effect of that? We don't have the vocabulary to talk to our kids about that. Nobody really talked to us about that. Societal constructs. We were really stripped of our humanity when it came to sexuality. You know, Black women or just Black people in general, we're really over sexualized, yet we are the most conservative folks that you'll ever talk to. Somebody make it make sense. How are you over sexualized yet conservative? And so to me, that gives a symptom to, the symptom is we've lost our sexuality as humans. And so just bringing back that humanity to sexuality for Black people has become part of my goal because we're sexual beings, and we deserve to be seen as human, like I'm letting. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say also with that, Kat, we've discussed this on the show prior. Not only is that the problem, a lot of it is that once the colonizers came along, they reduced what we felt was, we became heathenistic, and it was demonic, and it was, but we were a very open and sexualized culture, such as the Native Americans, such as the Hawaiians, such as everyone else was definitely sexualized until the colonization happened, and slavery happened, and
They're trying to make us feel less than,
Right.
making us feel less than, and yet and still they wanted to rape our women and rape our men. Um,
Mhm.
and we had rituals and uh, uh, natural progressions in life where when you became able as a woman, when you became able to have child be able to have a child, having your cycle, there were ceremonies that made you cross over into womanhood, and then it was a wonderful thing, it was a beautiful thing. um, you had fertility rituals that the whole village participated in, and it was beautiful and it was wonderful. But as colonization took over, a lot of that disappeared because it
Yeah.
was considered heathenistic, and it was considered a sin, and all this negative connotations were brought to it, and we were beaten, and we were killed because of who we were and what we enjoyed. So we were very sexualized, if you want to put it in that term. I would say we were very open, um, but that has changed only because of what has happened to us as a people.
I agree
Mhm.
with that. And what our humanity was replaced with was far more egregious.
Hmm.
People don't accept themselves. You
Right.
know, um, like we have classes now just to exercise divine feminine, like just to get into your divine feminine energy, for men to step into their divine masculine energy. It's nothing wrong with that, or to understand that all people have both energies, and just to accept, like, the bottom line of most of these classes, even though people might call these the nasty classes, but the bottom line of all of that is to understand yourself, your desires, and just acceptance. That takes you so far. It is. I realized in after some years, because it's been 11, going into 12, y'all. I just appreciate this support. Um, what I realized is that people don't accept themselves. They feel like there's something wrong with them because of what they like. And sometimes I feel like just understanding that little bitty thing that you like, that little bitty thing that you like to do that turns you on, could be part of just a key to help you unlock yourself, to get back to the person that you were always meant to be. Because if you are not connected with yourself, there is no way under God's green earth that you're going to connect with another person.
Hmm.
You're never going to make a true connection with another person if you're not connected with yourself. And I'm not saying that everybody has to like take a journey to the Mecca and all this other stuff. Just, hey, you accept yourself. And maybe I have, dove into some of the stranger things, but I mean, sometimes those stranger things that people tend to look over or ignore, it becomes an obsession. And it doesn't have to be an obsession, it could just be your thing. And once it becomes your thing, then you understand how you need to behave when it comes to, partners or anyone else that you want to involve in your life. If you're a man and you like to wear, pink ruffle panties, I think people should know that up front. That's nothing to be surprised with, like, in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I should know that up front. We should be sitting at dinner
Look
drinking
at
wine, and
Jay.
you like, I like to wear pink panties. Like, oh, okay. Well, okay, all right. I'm cool with that. Like something, even with just talking about monogamy versus ethical non-monogamy, like if you're not a non-monogamous person, hey, sometimes people need to know that up front. That I don't want your 900 other partners popping out the bushes on me. Just tell me.
Damn, that's
That's a lot, though. I
I'm
ain't
just
that much.
saying, like, damn.
damn 900. That's
Maybe one or
I'm,
two.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, I know.
I don't have no sense. I don't have any sense. But just to say, like, date your kind. If you are non-monogamous, find you somebody else that's non-monogamous. If you know that woman is non-monogamous, leave her alone. Just leave her alone. I believe in dating your kind.
It's not for everybody.
No, it is not. Ask me how I know.
Yeah. And a lot of people, like I said, they're not enlightened. And we've discussed on the show a lot about, from religion. Danny knows a lot about being kind of held back due to religion.
Hmm.
We talk a lot about culture, and now we talk about society, how we are perceived, women, especially women of color. If we're not thin enough, we're not pretty enough, our butt's too big, our lips are too big, our hair's this, it's too nappy, or this. I mean, but you're constantly, constantly, constantly under somebody else's magnifying glass to define who
Right.
you are. And unfortunately, it's really not fair.
No.
And I think that, but by the same token, it has developed some harmful traits for women and all women, I will say that, and women of color as well. But nobody wants to be their authentic self anymore. Everybody wants to go get, and I understand you can do what you want to do. Okay, it's your body. Do with it whatever you feel is clever. However, however, people are dying. Women
Right.
are dying from getting these unnatural surgeries done to themselves. They're finding out later on, here, prime example, Kanye West's mother. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are complications. There are things that go wrong in these surgeries. There are risks. You have to figure out if these risks outweigh actually getting some
The
kind of
benefits.
augmentation. Yeah, augmentation done to yourself. There's women that go in for these BBLs and you don't even know what they're putting in your body. You're not there's people that are doing this in their basement. Look, if somebody says I can do your BBL in my basement, that is a red flag. Okay.
Run,
Major red flag.
run.
That is a no-go. Okay.
I am an advocate for going to a medical professional for any services that you're getting, finding out what your pre-existing medical conditions are that could affect your success of this surgery. I am definitely an advocate of the professional medical people. I don't know about the basement though, because if you can't afford it, if you cannot afford a medical professional, I think you need to rethink your
Reset.
process of changing your body.
And here's the thing. They'll go over to, because here in the States it's gonna be more. Or they're not gonna have the
Mhm.
insurance, or whatever the case may be, or your insurance doesn't cover it. So they're gonna go to Colombia and they may get a medical professional, but he may be a quack. That's the other thing that's going
Or
on.
he may just be in it for the money and he doesn't care about your pre-existing conditions.
This is true. And so, I mean, I do agree you have to do your research,
Yes,
but I'd also feel like we got to get back to loving the skin we're in.
absolutely. Because the thing is, if you don't love the skin you're in, you can get all the surgeries you want, and you
Mm-hmm.
still won't love it.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm. You won't.
That's
And
why they
and
make you go through all that therapy.
Yes, you should. I recommend therapy. I am a prime advocate for therapy.
and it's not that, like I said, I'm not saying you should not do these things. I'm not for it. I'm just not, because I know people that have passed from having, and I know people that have had complications. But I also
Mhm.
understand that some of these people that are stepping into this have medical reasons, and they probably need to have some of these procedures done. I totally understand that, but I do believe that you have to do more research, and you can't just go because Sally Sue, she had it done, and but she doesn't. Once again, you don't even know the materials that they're putting in your bodies, and some of you wouldn't take the COVID shot, but you will go out here and get some breast implant or some booty beads. I don't know what the hell they call
What did
these.
you say, booty beads?
Booty beads.
That's what I call them. The polymer, they're almost like little.
What is a booty bead?
Wait, that sound like something on your table, Miss Juicy.
Right.
That sounds like something that go up your booty hole.
Right. Like
Not the anal beads. I'm talking about the little polymer that put in your ass. So
We heard you. We just said what it sounded like.
I'm so glad y'all didn't leave me out there by myself on that one. Thank you so much.
no.
It is not the wine. I heard that one.
Wait a minute. A booty bead. What's a booty? What booty beads?
little things, because everybody don't get the fat transfer, and they get all of these lumpy.
Are you talking about like they look like silicone beads?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's different. That's different.
Thank you.
That is
Okay.
different.
I thought she was trying to say anal beads.
No, I know how to say
talking
anal
about that they was
beads.
putting anal beads in
I
the
knew
booty.
she
Like
wasn't
the booty
talking about
beads.
Ain't no beads, booty beads.
Like
Come on
I
now.
knew she wasn't
You
talking
know
about
you talking
anal
your
beads. She
best
said polymer. When she
Thank
said
you.
polymer, I knew she wasn't talking about anal beads, but I was trying to figure out why she called them booty beads.
I was like, hey, you done took this conversation left. I'm all for it though.
But I'm just saying, it's just a question of, these young people are out here getting stuff put in your body, and you don't even know what's in your body. And you could be allergic to it. You could get something that's inferior. You've paid all this money, and it's in your body.
You don't even know what it is.
And you don't know what it is.
Say no to booty beads.
Say no to booty
part.
That's
That
going to be our
part
new slogan.
is good too. But I also wish, okay, this is my biggest wish with all of it, because I feel like if you feel like you need it and you want it, go get it. But like you said, know what you're getting in your body. But also, can your thighs match? Can it be proportionate? Can it be balanced? Can you not look like
A
drumsticks?
lollipop. You got two lollipops? Just
You don't want to look like the letter P. You don't want to look like the letter P.
Can your ass match your legs? Like
right.
while you're standing. Not while you're bent over, while you're standing.
Oh my God.
Because you're not gonna
Can you
always
match
be
your
bent over here when you're
That's just a botch job. That's a botch job.
Can your boobs match your waist? Like, can it be proportionate so you don't look like you about to fall up? I'm sorry. That's all I be wanting for them to do. And I be wanting for these men to quit hyping up people that look like a lollipop on top of a stick.
Okay, so one of our people has said the Black woman is perfection without any need for medical enhancements.
That was Moses. Thank you, Moses.
Thank you.
And I agree. First of all, we
say
already
all
got
the time. Natural bodies and little booties matter.
Honey, flat back booties matter too, and little titties, and people like
natural bodies matter. Natural bodies matter.
That's it. And it comes in all shapes and sizes. That's what makes us unique, and that's what makes us different, and that's what makes us us as an individual and as a person. A Kim Kardashian is Kim Kardashian. She got what she got. If she want to go pay for some more, she can go do that. My name ain't Kim Kardashian.
Hey, Teddy.
My name is Ms. Juicy, and we're gonna keep
I'm
it that.
Danny's window.
And
There
I'm
you go.
Mistress Rain, so I'm just saying.
I'm looking. I am looking.
I am all, honey. This is all natural, okay? They bounce up and down. If I take the bra off, they sag.
Oh my
I'm just
goodness,
saying.
I'm looking.
They sag, okay? Take the support off. That's it.
Amen, somebody.
I can knock somebody's eye out. Okay, I'm good. I'm on that.
You just triggered
Look.
something for me when you said SAG, because we talking
just
about
like-
bodies and getting stuff done. And there was this picture that went viral of this it was a picture of a Black woman's body. A doctor did a lift and a tummy tuck. She looked great afterwards. But I feel like they must have altered her before picture because her boobs was down by her hoo-ha.
That can happen.
I know it can happen, but the fact that that's what made the picture go viral, because it was her before and her after completely looked like somebody else's body. Booty B definition, please. Lorenzo, you late. We already went there.
You have to rewind and go back.
But it was just drastic, a drastic change. The doctor did a really good job, and her body looked natural. But the fact that it went from down by her kneecaps to sitting upright, it was.
And I can understand, because we do lose as you get older. Thank you. Hello. Just letting everyone know, I am now 60 days away from being 60 years old. Yay! But you know, I don't have the muscle up here that I used to have. And now you can do some exercises, but if you've atrophied, you've atrophied. So, and let's just be honest, we ain't Perky. I skipped Perky. I don't even know where Perky at, and Perky missed me. Okay,
I've never been Perky.
I have boobs.
I've always been a big girl. I ain't never been Perky.
I don't know what the hell Perky is, and you know, when I lay
before my child.
Not even before my child.
Not even before my child.
Well, I was a part of the itty bitty titty committee then anyway.
Oh, I wasn't.
So that's why I was
high school as a double D.
There was nothing to weigh it down, so it had no choice but to just sit there.
Then, I came into high school
as a double D.
But then when I got pregnant with the first one, I went from being a B cup to a double D.
That's what happened to me, sis.
And then you breastfeed, and then they go from them double D's to like a C. That's like, what's up?
I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. I thought something was crawling on me. I was freaking out, and you know what it was? A bead of sweat going from under my city down my chest. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Of course, my big boob friends was like, "You ain't never had that." I was like, "No, bitch, what is this?" I was on the itty bitty titty committee until I had kids. I concur.
Yes, I had a whole lot of booty. I got a whole lot of booty, but my breast.
This is the smallest my
Thank
chest
you,
has
Teddy.
ever been.
Thank you.
My chest is a 38D now. I went into high school. Mind you, I am still bigger than I was in high school, but I went into high school as a 42 double D at 14. I don't know what an itty bitty titty committee is.
I have no idea. So here's the thing. I think what we want everyone to know is love thyself. Okay. love thyself as thy are. Okay. You know, now, like I said,
Lorenzo, I'm gonna fight you.
If you wanted to second. We can't even talk about Lorenzo right now.
Lord of mercy.
And boobies love you, Jay. Boobies love you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, it's called nature. Okay, like I said, when I take off the double boulder holder, look, it's.
She said the double boulder holder. Oh wow.
It is On and popping, y'all. It is on and popping. So, just to say love yourselves. And
Yeah.
it is difficult in this day and age, especially for, men and women. But I can't talk about the men's side. I can definitely talk about the women's side. I mean, we're up against a lot of antagonistic things to go up against when it comes to body image.
Men
And
deal with that too.
yeah,
Shout
they
out to all the dads in Burger Buds. I love y'all.
do. It just it happens. And it's what's out in social media, it's what's out in the media, and we are bombarded by it constantly, and you're constantly told that you're not beautiful, you're not pretty. I'm needless to say, Danny, I, and probably Jasmine, we've all been through, well, first of all, you not white, but second of all, you not black either, because we not dark enough to be black and we not light enough to be white. So, you get it from everywhere, but you have to have that strong constitution. Hopefully Jasmine will be right back. I don't know what happened. But you have to have that strong constitution and that belief system and that support system that says you're beautiful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stop worrying about what everybody else has to say about you and who looks like what. And hi Michael, welcome. Who looks like who, and those kinds of things. I think we just get caught up in that, and then we've got this standard that is unrealistic. And really, honestly, I think you guys we hit the nail on the head earlier when you all were saying, it doesn't matter what you do on the outside if on the inside you're not together. What you get done
Right.
on the inside doesn't really, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
It doesn't.
And you're still in the same mental space that you were before you got all of this work done, spent thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some people spend a lot of money at the plastic surgeon's spot. You got people getting Botox every week or every 6 weeks or every month or whatever. You got people that are you're wearing a lot of makeup. I don't mind people wearing makeup. Does it have to be like put on like clown makeup? I don't know, but
There are a lot of steps. There are a lot of steps.
Right. He said, I'm writing them all down. Lord of mercy. Yes, I used to be the president.
President, itty bitty titty committee. Or my favorite one is
Secretary.
we must increase our bust.
Yes.
You took it back to Puppy Brewster. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Jay, we'll talk about that one later because I like makeup, sir.
It's nothing wrong with makeup.
But you wear makeup for what you do. When you put on just regular makeup, you don't look like you put on 10 pounds of makeup. Okay. So other people
talk about that every day.
It depends on what you're doing.
He reminds me every day that he doesn't like makeup.
And I think the one thing is, now I understand there's a lot of women out there that do have some skin issues. I get it. I understand that. And I'm not talking about y'all either. People know who I'm talking about. We talking about the ones that probably could use a few makeup tutorials and to make it look a little more natural. And makeup is I wear makeup, but it's to enhance. It's not to, I feel my opinion. Okay. I'll do one of Danny's numbers. My opinion is that I feel makeup is there to enhance what you already have. And if you don't think that you're beautiful on the outside, I don't care how much makeup you put on, it ain't gonna help. And I think a lot of men don't.
Double boulder holder.
He called it a
Boulder holder.
boulder holder. I ain't with Lorenzo today. Lorenzo goes to the corner. We're the ones drinking, not you.
He's in the corner again.
I might need. I need where the bong at? Because this is.
I need a
don't have
sip
no
of now.
alcohol.
There
I
he
don't have
is.
no alcohol. So where the bong at?
First of all, y'all, this
We
is my
gotta
new
step it
favorite
up.
wine, and it comes in
Yeah.
little bottles.
So
What
Jay
kind of
said
wine
he
is-
doesn't like makeup. He said, not saying you
Stella
can't,
Rose.
but it's just not necessary. And I find that a lot of men, I don't know if you ladies have, but do you find that a lot of men don't like a lot of makeup?
Yeah, they don't like makeup. They don't like weave.
I
I,
found.
I want to say this. What I put on is honestly not for the male gaze. If I
Yes.
put makeup on, it's because it fucking turns me on. If I put lingerie on, it's because it turns me on. Men don't care. You could be in t-shirt and drawers and they will be happy. I'm just gonna tell you. Lingerie is for us. We like all the lace and frilly things and things that untie, and they got to take, like 20 minutes to undo you out of that damn corset. Listen, it's for us. It's for
I
us.
think she's partially correct. Because we like it. I think they like that we like it, and they like that how we look and feel when we're in it and all that good stuff. So it kind of.
That's
Yeah,
how I
hands
choose
up on
my
the floor.
dress.
They don't care. They don't want us in it for long. We could
Right,
be naked
exactly.
with a
They
t-shirt
don't. They
on.
do not care. They do
I'm
not
sorry.
care.
I guess,
But
ladies,
we
because
find
I
out.
sell lingerie, no, my guys like to go pick it out, and I got to put it on. Now, it ain't supposed
Keep it
to
on
be
it. It
on
ain't
for
for
the next
everybody.
2 hours. It ain't supposed to be on for the next. It's kind of like unwrapping a gift.
But you know
That's
something.
how I look at it.
But
Unwrapping a
it's
gift.
not that they do like the enhancement, like you were saying, Juicy.
Yeah,
But the one thing that I did find out, and it's crazy that after 25 years of being with Michael, he told me finally, he was like, I really prefer you without makeup. He said, I think you look the best without it. I did not know that. I thought that he wanted the whole, but I'm not a woman that actually wears makeup like that at all. I mean, every day, are you serious right now? That's a lot of work to me. So I just
I'm
don't.
such a simple plain Jane, and most people wouldn't know it looking at my
Right.
Facebook profile because all they see is pictures of me in full glam.
All of it. And it's like, I don't, it's tedious to me. But I mean, I do like when I get it done. I like being, playing dress up and stuff like that and being dolled up for photos. I like that. But like on a
Right.
regular basis, no.
Mm-mm. And I mean, I think, like I said, with me, Jay, he didn't like makeup. He just, you don't need to wear no makeup. I'm like, okay. I just wear it
Yeah.
like if we're going somewhere, if we had to
Do an
be at
event.
a function or do an event, then I would get the full glam. He would like the full glam. I didn't like the full glam, but I knew I had to have the full glam because of who I was with and where we were going. But as soon as I got home,
We got home.
Baby back.
oh, cold cream, I'm taking it off. It's like,
And,
damn, you
and
took that off.
see, I think that's why I don't like doing the whole getting my lashes done thing. I'll go buy strips because if I need to do makeup for an event, as soon as we walk back in the house, before I put on a stitch of pajamas, a bonnet, a lingerie, or anything, I'm going to clean my face.
Yes.
Completely. I'm not leaving that makeup on longer than 2 or 3 hours. And if we're out longer than 2 or 3 hours, I'm like, babe, can we go? My face is itching. My eyes are watering. It's time for these lashes to come off. I need to
It depends if I'm having fun though. If I'm having fun, I might want to stay out a little longer. Let it work. But
So
I
do you all
definitely
get an alter ego when you put your makeup on?
That's where
Yes.
Mistress Rain came from.
Yes, her
Purple
name is-
Rain, Mistress Rain is definitely my alter ego. It is not Jasmine. Jasmine is this plain face,
Mhm.
low fade, regular comfortable clothes. On my best day, if you catch me outside, I got on a cat suit or a cropped hoodie and some leggings. That is me all day.
I am plain Jane, but my alter ego, her name is Siren, and she's
Oh.
definitely glammed up. But on a regular day,
Yes, I think when you get your I think it's with anything that you do though. Like I think when you're casual, you're casual. I think men are the same way when when they put on a suit and tie, even their posture changes, and
Oh,
um,
absolutely.
I think everybody. I
Don't
think
let them smell good
everybody.
too.
Yeah, when they smell good. Ooh, yeah. And then,
I
I,
think
I
for
will
me,
put this out there. I love a man in a good suit, especially if the pants are cut right. Jesus.
yes.
oh,
Jesus.
And
Taylor,
I love a man in a suit, but
I will pay to have your shit tailored. I
right.
will pay to have
And
it
I love
tailored.
a
Yes.
man in a
Or
suit, but for
tall curls.
me, just the swag of a man
I prefer
and then
suit,
his
period.
cologne.
That confidence, baby. That
That
confidence.
confidence of a
Yes.
man, no matter what he's got on, if his behind can just dress, period,
Just
and
let
he
me
I
walks
run a
out the
business.
house and just has
Just
his
let me watch
confidence
it,
on,
baby.
like, I am a king, here war, I am a lion. Come get, oh, Jesus, baby.
Me is bite the buttons off the shirt.
Ooh.
Look at y'all. All I said was soup. Look at y'all.
Ooh.
Because
Oh,
Well,
what
see,
are
when
good
you said
people
that
doing,
to
man?
me,
do you know
when
how
you
hard
said
it
that
is?
to
Like,
me,
hey,
it made
freaking
me
a
think
man
about
wears
somebody on this live. So I just, there's just,
we
Listen.
just gonna let y'all know, us women,
I hope he's listening, because baby, he
a
had on
well,
scrubs the other
it
day
has
on his live, and I was just like, oh,
it has to be a well fitted suit, gentlemen. Get it tailored. I don't care if you get it from Kmart or wherever you get it from. You can take it to a tailor to have the hem, the pant leg hang right on you, the crotch hang right on you, have the jacket hang right on you. And please, pet peeve, fellas, the slits in the back, cut the fucking 2 strings. The little X strings are supposed to be cut on the flaps
Let
and
the
on the
cheeks
split.
free. Let them cheeks free.
Let cut that. That's not supposed to stay. That's just to keep it until you put it on. Then you cut
You
those
gotta
little,
cut the strings on the pocket too.
yeah, cut
Like
them
put
too.
actually use the pockets. Yes.
Yeah. So some fashionista tips for the men. We love y'all though. Okay, it says
Yes.
some men don't like makeup, just like some women don't like beer bellies. It comes down to personal choice. Go after what attracts you, and if it's not your flavor, don't worry about it.
Okay, so I'm
amen.
sorry, I can't go quite with you on that one because a beer belly is something that you can't get rid of by washing it.
Ooh. Ding ding.
But
What
it's
she said.
still a
Find something
preference.
else. I understand the preference thing, and I'm definitely in agreement with having a preference. You can have your preferences, but we're not about to put apples and oranges together,
Because they don't
or
go.
plastic surgery and soap, or working out and soap.
Makeup remover.
Fire water.
I mean, it's cool. Like, look, it is cool to have your own, and everybody has their own flavor. We're not saying that you don't. Um, but a lot of people, what we're seeing is a lot of people are dependent nowadays on looking not like their natural selves,
That is true.
and are trying to be someone else because what we are bombarded with when it comes to imagery, and this imagery is actually killing us, whether it's from what we discussed last week on the show about mental health, and I've put right below us the National Suicide Crisis Lifeline number. Remember, you
988.
dial 988. You don't have to dial a long number. You can dial 988. But a lot of the pressures that are going on from social media, for men and women. Now, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and talk about men because I ain't got that equipment. I'm going to talk about what I know, which is the female, and being a female and knowing the pressures that I am under as a woman who will be 60, coming from 1963 until now. The transgressions and the things that are out there and what has been said as a Black woman, I've seen it. Okay, so it's a thing. It's a thing. People want to get bigger lips. People want to get bigger butts. People want to get bigger boobs. Nobody's happy with themselves anymore. If you want to have a bigger belly, that's a choice. Yeah, it can be a little bit of genetics, but you can also go to the gym. You could start eating better. You could start walking.
Taking care
But
of your
me putting on makeup to look like Kim Kardashian, or me covering my face because I don't feel I'm pretty enough, is a totally different thing than having a big gut or being overweight. It's totally different. And we got to start to learn to like ourselves and like
Yes.
ourselves in our own skin.
Like yourself first, and you will love yourself later.
There you go. And that's a lot of what is not going on. It is not. And I'm not, like I said, you guys know how I feel about weave. I'm not a fan of weave and wigs. And I'm not saying that for those people that want to wear it occasionally. I'm not saying it for those people that
I'm
have.
showing up to Triple E in a blind wig just for that.
Okay. Watch that bitch.
He knows I am too, so I don't know.
Well, y'all
He
already
said
know
Triple
I'm
E. I'm coming in full Mistress Reign effect. I don't know about nobody else, but
right.
I'm gonna be
Right now,
life,
Pat,
so.
you got your natural hair.
I do. I
Thank you
got
very
my little Miss Seeley plaits going on right now.
You got your natural hair. We all do. All of us wear natural. I understand the folks that wear wigs and weaves and stuff like that. But what I was saying about wigs and weaves and what I don't care for any longer is it is a substitute for hiding our natural hair, hiding who we are, slapping a wig on to make it easier for ourselves, or going out and spending $400 for somebody else's hair and won't spend $40 on your own hair. Can't pay your rent, can't get groceries because you done spend all this money getting your hair, extra hair added, or somebody else's hair added to your hair that you have perfectly gray hair. And I know people keep trying to say, and I'm sorry, and once again, this is my opinion, they keep trying to say, oh, it's a protective hairstyle. Protective hairstyle, my ass. It's an excuse. We need these young girls. We used to sit on the front porch and braid each other's hairs as friends. We used to sit in between each other's legs and do each other's hair and braid it up. And that created a bond.
I'm gonna say this.
Because
I have a child that is in this new generation. Because this new generation is split. A lot of them wear their natural hair. Those that don't, and those of us that are about my age, in my generation, we have trauma due to our hair. Our mamas told us we didn't have no good hair. We needed a relaxer. Sit your nappy-headed ass down. That's where it comes from. I don't necessarily feel like it's an excuse. I think because society has told us that our hair isn't good enough, especially if we work in corporate America, we find a substitute. A lot of us are finding that, no, I am beautiful the way I am, and I give all of them the applause. But I do feel like the girls that don't feel that comfortable yet is because they have trauma.
And that very well could be. I'm not gonna argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. And it's a good way to look at some things, but we got to do better. And why I'm saying,
as a community and as a society, we got to do better.
We got to do better because we got these girls spending all this money on something they already got. When you stop and think about it, they already got hair. It might be short, it might be long, it might be in between, it might be damaged. But a lot of these girls, especially if you know, Jasmine, when it first just you're a hairdresser, these girls are losing their edges, and their edges are not. Their foreheads are way back here from wearing all this glue and then wearing the wigs or the weave incorrectly.
Yep.
Where they're not going to the hairdresser for 6 months and getting their hair done. And then there's mold and they got to get all their hair cut off. You know, I get it. I get it. I understand we want a quick way, especially in the morning. I don't feel like getting up doing my damn hair either. But my mother used to braid my hair every morning. Every morning before I went to school, she braided my hair. Every 2 weeks, my hair was washed, and my hair was down to the middle of my back all the way around. So it just takes a little extra time, and that time is some bonding time that you can have with your children, with your daughters, that you're not going to be able to get back when they're older. It's important. It's important. Back in the day, we braided, as slaves, we braided seeds, and we braided rice, and we braided stuff into our hair. We made maps out of our hair. And I understand that we have gotten away from, and I worked in corporate America, so I completely understand, but I had a relaxer. I didn't wear wigs, but I had a relaxer. And I get it for people that need it as they're losing their hair, alopecia, medications that they're taking. I understand it can be a confidence builder, and I understand even wearing it on occasion for events or something along those lines. I get that, but I just, for me, it just rubs me the wrong way when we don't love our own hair, and it might be because of traumas. It might be whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is, but I do know that sometimes we make excuses.
I agree.
And we make excuses, and we just need to, you know, we're all natural. My hair, I don't have a good hair day ever.
My hair is wrapped up right now. I'm not having a good
I
hair
will once I cut this hair down. Oh, Jesus.
You know,
It's New Year's. I need a fade.
but you rock with what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And my hair's cute. I got a little bun. I got a slit. You know, hey, there you go.
I need some color.
Girl, what can we do with all this gray? Look at this. Look at
It looks good on you.
Thank you. So, Miss Leaks, tell us more about, because we're getting a little off topic. He says, I don't like weave. Okay, Jay don't like makeup.
He don't like
I'm gonna put it in his words. He likes his lionesses natural, strong, and knowing who they are. That's what he likes.
Okay, we can do with that. But for a minute, I'm like, Jay, do you like anything, baby?
Right. Just as long as it's natural. Oh, okay. Well, hey, good job.
All righty then. So, Kat, tell us what's coming up in 2023 for Meow University.
Oh my goodness. 2023, I was just working on the calendar. We have the wonderful Solomon Abrams has joined our team.
Ooh.
And he is an amazing dom that has, we've already done temperature play with him. We have a rope bondage class coming up with him, and hopefully we can get impact play also on the calendar. I will be hosting.
And when is this?
You come to Chicago?
I'm going to come to Chicago. If Solomon is doing those classes, I'm coming.
If you're going to do impact, wait a minute. If you're going to do impact play in Chicago, you need to get Mistress Crush.
You do need.
Yes.
That is who you need to get, and I'll put you in touch with her.
Now, I do multiple teachers for various subjects because, you've attended class with Rachel for bondage, and bondage includes all of that, okay? Mm-hmm. She includes all the play. We were traumatized by her too, and we love her. Solomon came by way of, I had no clue he was local to Chicago. Mm-hmm. So we're still trying to get some more local instructors. I found out about Coco Meow, so if she's listening to this broadcast by some chance, please know I will be sliding in your DMs real soon. But you know what? Juicy. I will be hosting my first attempt at a play party. We're doing a pleasure and pain massage party. with Special K.
Ooh.
Special K, she travels with Exotica. She does. She's one of Solomon's rope bunnies, also. And so she's getting her massage license as well now. So we're going to be doing a pleasure and pain with some other massage therapists there. And that will also be in February. So that's what we have coming up for February. We have rope bondage and then a massage party coming up. Of course, March we'll be doing our fellatio masterclass. If you've been doing these classes with Angel as long as we have, it is now a master class. Let's bump all that. So we have 2 dates in March. So we'll probably do one on the west side of Chicago and one on the south side of Chicago. For March.
Y'all get your tickets, take notes, get to that class.
I'm coming
Yes.
home.
The Meow University is on Eventbrite. So if the event is not up yet, it's because we're still confirming details. But definitely follow the Meow University on Eventbrite. Every time I post an event, it notifies you that the event is posted. You're the first to know. So if you want to be the first to know what events I'm posting that require tickets, definitely join us on eventbrite.com.
I will be joining you today.
So we do this thing called movie night too. We were kind of joking earlier about porn, but we really do get together in a group and watch porn. We recently did a movie night with Royal Fetish Films.
Wait a
I
minute.
know, right?
Danny's
I thought
face.
it was a crazy idea because, I've watched porn
And
by
when do
myself.
when do you come to Los Angeles?
It could be from anywhere because we do it online. And this year, for 2022, we actually had an in-person dinner where, we had a caterer and we got together in a room and watched porn together with people I don't really know. It was wild and crazy, but I had a really good time. Or you could have joined us online. So I like, watch porn with a group. Teddy
I've done it.
Metcalf.
It's hilarious. Look them, stick them, and
It's a completely different experience because I know people have their rituals that they do when they watch porn by themselves, but it's definitely a different thing to watch porn in a group because you don't necessarily know how to respond. Like, oh my God.
Well,
and guess we were watching King Noir.
So
You said what?
That would be a great thing for me because I like to edge. And if I have to hold it all in because there are a group of people around, that'd be an interesting.
JTP knows how to respond.
Yeah, especially if you put Sasha's party on.
Yeah, we know how to I know how to respond. The next thing is a fuck fest. I'm just gonna put it out there. My group don't have any kind of. They don't care. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. They're going to fuck. I'm going to sell it. That's what happens.
Listen, Miss Juicy, I'm this is a journey for me. I've never done anything like that. So I'm not there's no judgment for me on group sex. So if I see somebody just start getting it in next to me, I'm just gonna look. I don't know if I would join in and participate.
That's that voyeur.
It is. It is.
I love
I'm learning. I have learned so much about myself. I'm going through a divorce now, so I don't know what it is about me that I attract exhibitionists, but for some reason I tend to attract exhibitionists, and they take it to a whole nother level for me. I don't want to be in the window. I don't want to be in the window. The thought of being seen actually horrifies me. So, okay, I'm still waiting. Look.
It'll go away. Few more of them. Few more.
Drink a couple more glasses of them.
Yeah, it'll go away.
I'm still horrified.
I'm a voyeur, and I'm also an exhibitionist. So, but it comes with it comes with time, and it depends on the space and the environment that you're in,
That part.
and the people that you're with. So I have a group of people that I have a group in Chicago and I have a group in Indianapolis, and we get it in. So
I see.
if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, we don't care. We can sit all up in a room, watch Sausage Party. I heard you, Danny. We can sit all in a room on my bed. Everybody's watching Sausage Party because first of all, we
Didn't know
thought
what it was.
we didn't know what it was, so we thought, and then we found out totally different. The taco and the hot dog. Okay, so it was something, and then we so we have people that really, as I'll tell you my first experience. So my first experience with my first dom was we went to a club down in Dallas because that's where he was, and this club was a bookstore downstairs, but upstairs it was quote unquote a movie theater. Okay, but
Mhm.
walk this gauntlet. That's what I called it, walking the gauntlet. So it has these private rooms. There's like 10 on each side. As you go down the hallway, you can hear various sounds going on in these rooms. And this is my first time there. And we open it up, and really all it is they've taken some old or gotten some movie theater seating, and they've put it in this open space, and they've put up a screen, and they've got porn going on the screen. Well, not only do you have it going on the screen, but it's going on all around you. Okay, so there's various things going on. I'm going to tell you how I looked. Okay, we got in there. I am like this. I will not turn my head. I'm not looking. I'm like, what the hell has he done I'm not I'm like praying the whole time. I'm going,
Girl, did you pray? Who was you praying to?
You know, I
can
can say that for the first time you invited me out too, Juicy. I didn't know where the hell I was.
I sat like this. I was like the defensive posture, the legs crossed, don't touch me, don't nobody touch me. Yeah. But by the time he took me back there the third time, I was good. Okay. I got screwed.
Oh, you had to go back for a third time. Okay.
The first time, but he was very patient. He knew it was my first time. There was just so much going on that I was, because you can't really explain this. You just have to go experience it. And I think everybody knew I had the defensive posture, so that wasn't. It was pretty obvious. I'd never been there before, but by the time I went, the third time, I was good. I was like, okay, we fucking, that's cool. We doing it, whatever. So it takes time, but you learn once you get more confident with yourself, and you're going through a transition, young lady, and I know you are. And you're coming into.
Like she called me young lady.
You're coming into yourself. Yes, you are. And all of my girls go through it. They all come into themselves. They're all
a juicy girl.
Honey,
You
they
are,
all,
honey.
And some of us more than once.
It's just a freeing. It's a very freeing.
I'm just starting to feel like I was just the youngest of the bunch.
No, because Shorty's younger than you.
Oh yeah,
Shorty. Okay.
Shorty's the baby. Shorty's the baby.
I love her.
That's my boo.
Do you lay a trap out for porn?
A tarp.
A tarp. Oh, a tarp. I'm sorry.
I did not lay a tarp out for porn night. Everybody was pretty much respectful for my wishes because I was already traumatized by the porn. We went through Royal Fetish Films with Jasmine, Just Setting Jasmine, and King Noir. Yes, I was already traumatized by the porn. We had drinks, we had food, and people got close and hooked up with phone numbers, but that was about it. Okay.
How
I
are you traumatized? Their stuff is gorgeous.
Right.
it is absolutely gorgeous, and I enjoyed every moment that I watched. But I mean, it was still some moments where my mouth was just hanging open, and I didn't want that to be, like further with, I'm not ready for the people in the room to be with me that I don't know, to be doing some other things. Like, again, this is a journey, and I'm gonna be honest with where I am in my life.
Okay.
So if I'm not ready
I
for
I
some
can
respect.
people
respect
next to me to just start, if I'm not ready for the people next to me to just start fucking, I'm just gonna say that out loud. Like, hey, I'm just doing a movie night. Come on out if you want to sit with me for dinner. I would enjoy dinner with you. I don't want to necessarily see
that.
you.
You don't want to be dinner, huh?
I don't want to be dinner. I don't want to see you fucking either. So if you want to come and enjoy dinner with me. Now, the people that were at home watching online, because we did it on Zoom as well, I got a few reports, and I'm okay with reports. My students, call me and be like, "Girl, let me tell you, when that whole movie, girl, I was doing," and I'm okay with those conversations. But it's a whole different
To have it
connotation
happening next to
when
you.
it busts out next to you. You like, that take on you see, that's a whole difference between, yeah, okay, girl, all right, you listening to her
Now, wait a
recap.
minute. I've always
I'm
liked it
okay with the
live.
recap, but I don't know if I want to look right here and
And get
see
the
Look,
play
and
by play.
smell and experience. I'm not ready. I'm not
I
ready.
like to look. I do. That part, except for going in that room and being like, it was just like eyeball overload. I didn't know really where to turn my head first. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't get a like, this is what you're gonna walk into. I didn't get that. So when I went
You
in
didn't
the
get your
first
pep
time, I
talk.
was like, I didn't
See,
have
we're gonna take our conversation offline, because I always get questions.
so we have a good time. Like I said, it was fun. It was fun. But I mean, it's a learning experience. But I think I kind of look at watching, even when I would watch my guy do another woman, I, I thought it was beautiful. I mean, for me, I found it was like almost like art. I was like, damn, does he move his body like that when he's doing me? I mean, that was my thought process. And I was ready to get popcorn. And like one time he turned around, I'm like, dude, turn back around, do what you was doing. I'm good. I done got all the clothes. I'm sitting Indian style like this, just watching. It was just to me, it was just, I learned to appreciate it. It was just gorgeous. It was just beautiful to watch. And I'm like, ooh, does he do that? I don't think he does that one to me. Wait a minute. Well, let me write that down. So next time he can do that to me.
So
Okay.
now I want to know, have you filmed yourself
Yes, I did. I
and
have
you
filmed
reviewed the
myself.
tapes? How'd you feel about that?
I felt fat. But I loved it.
And I'm a filmmaker.
I loved it.
Yay.
I
Good to
mean,
I'm
know.
dead. I
I just
you
thought,
so
I mean,
fat,
I,
you a
like,
filmmaker and I'm dead. Okay. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
you critique yourself. You critique yourself a little bit, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. Whatever. But other than that, I mean, I enjoyed it. I set up the camera, we did it, and that was that. I mean, it wasn't I think sometimes it's with somebody I trusted. It was with, we had a third person, and all of us was in the video, and the video was just between us, and that was it. And the video got deleted. So we all watched it, had fun with it, and just enjoyed ourselves. It was all consensual. It was all fun. And I was curious. I wanted to see what I looked like doing the do. So I did. I got to see it. And, it's just like looking at yourself in the mirror while you're doing it.
Yeah, I've seen glances of myself in the mirror, and it makes me rethink my idea. I said I would never want to be filmed,
Filmed. Mhm.
but I've actually gotten a glimpse of myself in the mirror several times, and I've been kind of like, maybe.
I
I've
like
I
the
mean,
been
maybe.
I've been filmed several times and I love it. I like watching the after. I like watching the playback. it's always been with somebody I've trusted. So I've never felt like, it's gonna get exposed. I especially like watching myself give head. I think I'm very good at it.
I like
What
watching
you
you
say,
get head
Miss
too.
Ma'am?
I hate you. Um,
Well, let me get closer to this damn phone. Hold on.
so,
Wait, am
but
I
I do want to take,
in a
Angel's class because, baby, like you said, old dogs can definitely learn new tricks.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. She
Man,
she is
You
the
know,
total
I
reason why I
get
love it now.
orgasms giving oral. I love giving oral so much. I get
I'm
orgasms
I'm
giving it.
I'm 101. She's advanced. That's what I'm a beginner class. I teach a beginner class. She teach an advanced class. So I'm all up. And here's the thing.
And I
You can
teach
say
too. Like I have my clients that come to me, my one-on-one sex coach clients that I teach the basics to. But yeah, definitely, I want to take her master class.
Oh, it's worth it. It's
uh,
worth you earn your money back. And I feed people because that class is 3 hours.
Dehydrating,
That's a
dehydrating.
long time. And I tell people don't eat 2 hours like we going underwater, right? I tell people don't eat 2 hours before class because I don't want to clean up nothing you ate
no.
before you came.
That
That's
part.
all I'm gonna say. Because
So
I had
Teddy,
people that didn't listen.
yeah, Teddy said amateur porn is taking over. I love it. It's something about watching everyday average people have sex. Teddy,
It's
I agree with
beautiful.
you.
I
I
like
like
that too.
amateur porn. I like amateur porn
But
as
I
well.
think that's part of the reason why I like being in the lifestyle because I like being at parties where I can sometimes I'm just in my voyeur mood and I can just stand back, sit in the corner, and watch. And it is the sexiest, most beautiful thing to me ever.
Look at cat face.
Because
Oh, the
it's definitely,
traffic.
and maybe it's because porn is entertainment. It's something about live sex and seeing people in actual passion and actually being pleased that does something for me versus watching somebody fake orgasm, fake scream, and talk shit. Like it just
Ew, 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 ew.
Now I won't lie. I won't lie. Watching royal fetish films, they do some tricks that are very entertaining to watch, but I would be scared as hell to try that in real life. But
yes.
yeah, I do agree with you
They're
about
different. They
it
are
is
different.
something about that chemistry with seeing sex that you can see it in their face when it's good. You can see the body's reaction when it's really good. When women respond to sex in a positive way that you like, oh yeah, that was he hit the spot right there. You can see all of that. And it is a delicious thing to consume, to see it, like I'm learning that about myself, and I've accepted that about myself. Like, hi, I'm Kat, I'm a voyeur, like, and I kind of design my classes and experiences that we do around that, so like, I'm working on my first play party, and I'm really trying to work on the rules of consent and like the design of the event, like what we're going to see. Like all of that is a thing for me, like like how do I want people to feel when they leave my event? Is very important to me. How people feel when they leave classes, how people feel when they leave an event. Like all of those things are important to me. And so I think about that in the design of classes and events, whether, and I think about it from a voyeur's point of view. And I also think about it from a prudent point of view, like a prude, like myself, like I haven't experienced a damn thing. What would make me comfortable, and what are those things that would make me uncomfortable, in a situation, and trying to deal with those things to create
I
a
would I
perfect situation.
I would tell you, first of all, you're never going to have a perfect situation. You're never going to have
Of
everybody
course
that
not.
Correct.
Yeah.
loves everything that you do. But I would suggest before you do one, because I did it for 10 years, and I'm going back this year. Yay! But I would suggest that you go that you find some events, some venues to go to. Um, that way you'll get a good idea of what to expect. Not so much, I think I started out going so that I could learn not what not to do. Not so much what to do, but what not to do. What I didn't want at my events. And for me, that was the biggest key because we had small, intimate events.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the one time we had 77 guests was too many. We had a great time, but it was a lot of work for my team. You need a team, I will tell you that. Um, it was a lot of work for my team for that event. And we all decided after that, after we had our meeting and everything, our wrap up meeting, that we're not doing them that big anymore. We only, so ours was exclusive, um, probably because of some of the people that attended my events, because we did have some professional athletes at some of my events and producers at my events. So we had to have it very discreet. It was very discreet. I only did 4 events a year. Um, and we had a theme. Um, we stuck to the theme. We dressed in the theme. The food matched the theme, and we made it fun. Um, we made it a lot of fun, and it just, I think after 10 years we had a good run. I think my staff, all of our lives kind of went in different directions, so we kind of tabled it, and now like 10 years later, we're gonna kind of put the band back together a little bit and do a few more of these events. So
Put me on the list.
I would I would definitely suggest that you go to a couple of events so that you can get
Mm-hmm.
an idea of either what to do or what not to do, and
Mm-hmm.
how you want your atmosphere to be. Um, and how many people. It's really, really logistics, where you're going to have it at. Is it going to be off premise? Is it going to be on premise? Those are the kinds of things that you want to sit down and look at and think about. Are you going to do it at a place, at another place? I mean, we did it at a certain, at different venues every year. We even built out. We were able to build rooms. I called it the erector set, but I came up with this idea in order to have traveling bedrooms, so to speak. So we snapped it together and put everything together. So we do a lot. I did a lot in doing this, and I
Hey,
put a lot of thought
Thomas.
into it and a lot of love into it. And um, everybody always had a good time. And even, once midnight rolled around, my staff had a good time. So it just it just is up to you what you want to do with it. But I would start going to swingers clubs. I would start going to lifestyle clubs. I would start going to lifestyle parties, because no means no. Um,
Exactly.
no means no. So you can
I,
go and be a voyeur and just look and watch and see, and then figure out what you want to do with your event.
and I was gonna say, I just got a flyer today about a party close to Valentine's Day in Chicago. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
give
'cause
you
Southern.
mine
that.
is like at the end of the month, and we're doing the setup now. So we're trying to put together like the rules of consent, like what can and can't happen there. And so I feel comfortable because I'm involved in the setup of this. And so I feel like I have like some semblance of control with it, but you can't control what people do. Um, just having done these classes for so long is just like you can't really control what happens, but you can kind of set up your environment for that. And I appreciate that so much. And I appreciate, people that attend and support the Meow University, because it just absolutely encourages me to do more crazy things. But it's
It's
not
not
really,
crazy. It's
it's not
erotic.
crazy, right?
It's erotic.
I'm with you. It's not crazy. It feels crazy because I haven't experienced it before, but once I get into the groove of it, it feels like home, which is why I end up doing this work over and over again. And it is an adventure. I feel like even though I have this cat thing, I really do feel like I'm stuck in Alice in Wonderland because I am going down rabbit holes all the time without beads, right?
No
I'm
booty
going
beat.
down rabbit holes all the
The
time,
booty.
discovering new things.
And that's what life is about. It really is. That's what life is about. And being on the erotic side of the house, it's very freeing. Um, you're going to learn to communicate better, even with your partner or with your friends or whatever. You're going to be able to speak your mind more eloquently. Um, everybody doesn't have to know everything that you do, but uh, I do what I do now so that people can see a woman of color, a woman, an older woman, and they can understand that I'm an educator. I'm a sexuality coach. I'm a sex ed major. So health education was my I'm sorry, health ed major. Sex education was my field of study. So, but we need to see people like us, and what you're doing with Meow University, I applaud you because I know how long you've been doing it, and I'm always so proud of you. And you're always coming up with great classes and things to do, and in the Chicago area. So, with that said, I hope that you continue to do this for another 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years and continue to educate, and especially people of color, getting them the information that they need to make their relationships hot, tight, and keep them together if they can. And just showing them that a woman of color, a queen, as such as yourself, a mother, a nurturer, is out here doing something to help you stay educated and understand how your bodies work and how your mind works when it comes to sensuality and sexuality, and leaving a door open for to be inclusive of everyone. Doesn't mean you have to do everything. It just means that you are inclusive. So tell everyone how to reach you and how they can be a part of Meow University.
Thank you so much for that, Juicy. I enjoy working with you always. You are the best toy and lingerie vendor I've ever worked with in life. I swear to God. Like people will sit at your table more than they do at the presentations. Um, to get in touch with the Meow University, we are on Eventbrite as the Meow University. We are on Instagram as the Meow University. We're on Twitter as the Meow U. Facebook is a private group, but if you reach me on any of those other platforms, we can definitely add you to the private Facebook group as well. Um, all emails, the Meow University at gmail.com, definitely come to my phone. And so if you follow us on any of those, we can definitely get you on the mailing list for any of our events that are, or classes that are coming up shortly.
Okay. Thank you, beautiful. I'm so happy to have you on here tonight. Oh my gosh.
This was fun. Oh my gosh, y'all are so fun.
You'll be hearing from me. Yes, yes, you will.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we definitely need to have you back as you get
Yes.
closer to events. Please let us know so that we can have you on the show. You can talk about the events or what you've got coming up, so that we can definitely spread the word for you, because it goes on all of our different platforms, and we want people to know, especially people of color. We love everybody. But you all know my platform is to educate my folk, and and the folks that love them. So we, we know this about me, because I ain't got a prejudice bone in my body except for ignorance. I can't do ignorance. I just can't. So Danny, let everybody know how to reach you, girl.
You can reach me at Danny's Window, DANIZ WINDOW, or Danny's Window View on all platforms.
Okay, and Miss Jasmine Purple Rain.
So y'all can reach me right here on Facebook at Jasmine Purple Rain, Instagram at Purple Rain's Play Palace. Stuff coming soon. Oh my God, I got so much stuff coming soon.
I'm loving the visuals that I saw, girl.
Thank you. I am new to Twitter. Help me with this life. Oh my God. Mistress Rain on Twitter. And I'm not using TikTok or this platform at least. So you can also follow me on YouTube for classes and blogs and following my life as exploring a single solo poly female in this life that we live. You can also catch recaps and replays of Miss Juicy and us from every Monday night on my YouTube channel as well, and that is also under Purple Rain's Play Palace. So check us out, y'all.
Oh my gosh, ladies, I love y'all so much. With me, once again, I am 60 days away from turning 60 years old. I am hosting a
60 where, ho?
That part.
I got two
60
parties coming up next year for 2023. One is for my close friends and family in February. You've already gotten your invite if you are invited to that party, and that will be held in Indianapolis, Indiana. And the return of EEE, the Ebony Exotic Experience, in October of 2023, which we will also be celebrating Ms. Juicy's 60th birthday for that event. And it's a 2-day event. So stay tuned. Right after the first of the year, you all should be starting to get your information about the dates, the location. It will be held here in Cleveland, Ohio. So you guys are going to want to get your tickets. We're going to have VIP, general admission, and it is a burlesque theme. And yes, you know, you must be in burlesque. You must be in the theme. You have plenty of time to get some wonderful corsets and ruffled panties and fishnet hose and all kinds of burlesque and naughty and nasty entertainment will be available.
Big fans.
We're even talking about glory holes. Yes! Cannot wait.
I wonder who's going to be on the other side of that glory hole.
That's going to be so much fun. So anyway, we're going to have a good time for that one.
Tagging her eyeball. Tagging her eyeball in the story.
So hopefully you guys will be able to join us for that event in October. But we're going to come back next Monday night. We're going to be right here live for you guys broadcasting. Don't know what the topic will be yet or if we'll have a special guest, but we'll be doing something absolutely naughty, I'm sure. We're going to start off the new year, so make sure that you join us next Monday night and every Monday night right here for Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We start at 6 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time if you're like in Chicago, 9 p.m. for our Eastern Standard folks right in here, and 10 p.m. for our folks that follow us in Barbados. Oh my goodness, this has been a great show. Thank you to Katina for joining us, Miss Kat Leaks of Meow University, for my beautiful melanated queens, Ms. Danny's Windows and Miss Jasmine Purple Rain. Remember to enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a happy new year, happy Kwanzaa, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. We'll see you next week right here. Love you guys. Bye-bye.